And we are on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why, hello! So, I have a real guest today for a real interview. So let's find out who we got. Well, hello there, guest.
Hi, my name is Morgan, and as you know, he has a guest, and I am his guest.
So, I would assume you're in school, right? What grade are you in? Got any friends? What's your favorite subject? Tell me all about that.
Yeah, I started school on the 5th of September. Actually, no, like the 3rd of September, and I'm in 3rd grade. So far, I have 3 friends. One of their names is Abigail, and the other 2 are Madeline and Emma. Emma and Madeline are sisters. Abigail is not sisters with them, but that's okay. That's fine. Emma and Abigail are real good friends, and me and Madison are more friends than Abigail and Emma and all 4 of us. And it's really fun at school, but the only thing I don't really like is we have to wash our hands a lot, and if we don't wash our hands, we use a lot of hand sanitizer. We have to wash our hands before and after we use the bathroom, before and after we eat, before and after we go to recess, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And we also have to wear our mask 8 hours a day. Our only mask breaks is lunch and snack time. And we also have like little shields at our desk. So even the sisters have shields at their desk, even though they're sisters.
All those precautions sound annoying, especially when you're trying to be in class all day and you got the student. Aren't the shields enough anyways? What do you even need the mask for in addition to the shields? That's just stupid.
I don't know. Like, if we have a mask, why do we need a shield? And if we have a shield, can't we at least have, like, one mask break besides lunch and snacks? Like, we would have a snack mask break, and then lunch mask break, and a recess mask break. Oh my god, like, we can't even take a mask break at recess. What the heck?
So obviously all this crap is because of the coronavirus, and you got all these adults, authority figures telling us what we're supposed to think and all this. I have done enough research already on my own. I made 4 or 5 videos or something. There's going to be a 6th one coming out when I have time to, or feel like getting around to it. But anyways, as a kid, what do you think about the stupid virus?
Well, I don't really think this about it, but I'm pretty sure that it's not really a virus. It's more like a cold that you can get very easily, and a very bad cold. But what I think about the virus is that, 1, it's stupid. That 2, it's probably going to be here until I'm like a teenager or something. And 3, that it's very, very, very annoying. Especially the mask part.
Yeah, I hear you. The masks are pointless anyways. They don't actually do anything. When you really break it down, a virus is, 1 nanometer big, and the mask holes are 1 micrometer. So that means that's 100 times bigger of a gap for the virus. So this guy's just like, oh, nice mask. It did nothing for me. Anyhow, enough of this corona bullshatzel. So what do you said you had all those friends from school. Are they friends only from school, or do you ever hang out with them in real life?
Well, they're only friends from school, but I also have 2 friends from school that I can hang out with. And also, I forgot this. There's this girl named Liberty. She doesn't live too far from my house. She was in my class in 2nd grade and 3rd grade. She's 100% remote, though. That means she only goes to school on the computer, not in person. And we are not allowed to see each other because of the virus. But we can have a play date at the end of the corona, my mom said, because my mom and her mom talk together on the phone sometimes. And I can also, the only time I can see her, like not literally see her in person, but actually kind of see her with my eyes is like when we have a Zoom meeting on our computers to talk to the whole class and stuff. You know that.
So that means you have school. All right, so you have school for real. How many days are you going to school for real? And then the days that you don't go to school for real, what happens on those days?
I go to school on Monday and Tuesdays for real, every Monday and Tuesday, unless it's a holiday. And on Wednesdays, only the teachers go. And there's these courts. I'm court A, and court B goes on Thursday and Friday. And only teachers go on Wednesday because they need to clean up for court B so that they don't get the virus. And on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, everyone has to do school on Wednesday, even though there's no school. We have to go onto like a computer and do school on there. And on Monday and Tuesday, Court B does school on the computer, and there's like the schedule assignment, and we have to go onto there to see all our stuff. And then sometimes it will say click here, and here will be in blue words, and we're supposed to click here so that we can see a video or something. And then also I do the same thing as Court B does on Monday and Tuesday, just I do it on Thursday and Friday, and so does Court B. All the other people in Court A, they do it on Thursday and Friday like me too.
Huh. So, are you an only child? Do you have a brother or anything?
Yeah, I have a little brother. He is 5 years old. His birthday is June 18th, and I am 8. My birthday is August 23rd.
So, does he go to school?
He's in kindergarten. He has a whole bunch of friends. He even has 2 people from last year in his classroom named Chase and a girl named Tamsin. So, yeah. And on Grandparents' Day, something funny about Tamsin in pre-K was she kept on taking him over so that Grandma couldn't take a video of him. She was like, huh? Are you taking a video of him? Come here. So, she couldn't really take a video of him.
So if he goes to school, does he go to school stupid amounts like you, like just Monday, Tuesday, or does he go the Thursday, Friday, or does he go only Wednesdays? What's his school like?
My school has 3 grades, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So that's why they're doing Monday and Tuesday Court A, and Wednesday just teachers, and Thursday and Friday Court B. But since his school only has 2 grades, kindergarten and 1st grade, he goes every day of the week, and so does everybody else in kindergarten, and everybody in 1st grade goes all the days of the week. The only days that he doesn't go to school is on holidays or Saturdays and Sundays.
Well, that just sounds ridiculous. All right, so while I'm talking to you, I see you got these tats all over. There's one on your arm, one on your cheek, one on your leg. What the heck's up with all that? You're only 8.
They're not real tattoos. They can come off. Watch. See, I got a little chunk of it.
Ugh.
But anyways, there's this girl named Auntie Pam. She's my babysitter, and she's really my godmother, but I just call her Auntie Pam. I don't know why. My brother does too. And her sister, Aunt Janice, she gave me these, and Auntie Pam put on this one, and I put on the butterfly on my leg. Brother helped me with the butterfly, even though I didn't want him to. Me and brother were fighting about it, and Mom just said, let him do it or I'm gonna get in timeout. So I'm usually the one that gets in timeout for anything. Like literally once the chalk broke on accident because I was pressing it too hard, and brother loved the color that I was using. And when I broke it, there was like 2 big chunks of it, and he was like, Sissy, you broke the chalk! And told Mom a lie and said, Mama, Sissy took the chalk out of my hand and broke it. And I got in timeout. The only part about that lie that was true is that I broke it. On accident, though. On accident. He told her I did it on purpose. It was an accident.
That doesn't sound very fair. Is that how it always goes? Does your mom never listen to you, or is that just that one time?
She never listens to me. I'm always the one telling her the truth, and older ones are always the ones that are lying, so she always thinks I'm lying.
Oh, boy. Well, this interview is taking a weird turn, so, get it back to point. Okay, so what kind of stuff do you like to do?
I like to do arts and crafts, and I like to just, like, take random things. So, like, pretend there was, like, a broken piece of paper right there. I would bend down and grab it really quick. Pretend this was the piece of paper. And I would, like, get some scissors and some glue and cut it out and, like, make something. And it would probably look something a little bit like this when I was finished. That right there.
Luscious.
Probably not exactly like that, but something cool just like that. Maybe just a little bit more colorful and bigger, so. And I also like to ride my bike. I have a two-wheeled bike with a kickstand. It's pink, and it says, hands off my bike. And I also really like playing with chalk. I don't know why, but every day when I get home from school before my brother gets home, actually we go on the same bus and we get home at the same time. So, excuse me, on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays when I'm all done with my schoolwork, I usually watch a little bit of TV. And after I'm done watching TV, I will go outside and play with chalk and wait for my brother while I'm playing with chalk because my mom is always too busy watching this movie called Seventh Heaven. I really like it, and she likes it too. That's why she never goes outside and gets him. I'm always the one that gets him every single day. And it takes him forever just to get home. He doesn't get home until like 3:40. Oh my God. I'm coloring with chalk for 40 minutes every day. I mean, I like chalk, but come on, it just gets me really, really messy. That's the only thing I don't like about chalk.
Okay. So, in school, what's your favorite subject and why do you like it?
Well, at school, we haven't done this subject yet, but my favorite subject is art, even though we haven't done it yet. It's pretty amazing. I like it. As you know, I really like arts and crafts, so that's probably why I like art most.
All right, so you said that your parents aren't together. So what's your favorite thing to do with your mom and your favorite thing to do with your dad?
Well, compared to my brother, my favorite thing to do with my mom is get grounded. But for real, compared to myself, my favorite thing to do with my mom is watch Seventh Heaven with her. And my favorite thing to do with my dad is either play Minecraft or just watch a movie. Not Seventh Heaven because that's on Hulu. He doesn't have Hulu. He doesn't really have anything actually. He just has Blu-ray and DVD. So we either watch like Trolls or Angry Birds, or you probably haven't heard about this movie, but it's called The Little Vampire. Sometimes we'll maybe watch that. We usually watch a lot of movies. We watch Hotel Transylvania, and we have like basically all the movies in the world. Not every single one, but almost every single kid movie in the world.
All right, so you're going to go out to eat. And your parents say you can pick, where do you want to go?
I would probably want to go to the ice cream store so that we could get some food and then ice cream afterwards. Because I really like ice cream. My favorite ice cream is coffee ice cream.
Coffee? Huh! It's different for a kid. Usually kids are just boring and say vanilla or maybe chocolate. I think that's really all the questions I got for you right now. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually, yes, I do. A couple of questions.
Okay, so like what?
Do you work as anything besides an interview guy?
Mm-hmm. This interview guy stuff is fake. I just do this for fun, basically. My real job is being chief engineer at a plastics manufacturing company where we design and manufacture enclosures for the cosmetic industry. Prior to that, I was working at a company that designs and manufactures circuit boards, primarily for the automotive industry. I was a circuit board designer. And before that, I worked for a plastic mold injection company where I was basically the assistant design engineer. That's where I started after college. So they had their lead mold designer, and I just did like all the grunt work for him. I made all the drawings, I ordered everything we needed, I created the bills of materials, and then if there was like a minor change to the product from the customer, whether they verbally told us what the change was supposed to be or they sent us a new model, then I would get to update that. Really the only like actual design work I did there was so there's these little units called mud units. They're from a company called DME. Basically, they're a standard size mold frame, and all you got to do is make your components fit into that. So it kind of takes a lot of like the guesswork and the thinking out of designing a mold. So once in a while, if it was like a basic cap or something like that, just a small thing, I would be able to do those. But otherwise, I was just kind of like the grunt there.
Do you have any siblings at all?
Yep, it's just me and my brother. So he is 2 years younger than me. He works at Walmart. He was a department manager for dairy. Now he just works on Cap 1, which basically Cap 1 is like those people that go in super early. They go in at 4 in the morning, and they kind of finish up what the overnighters didn't finish, and they also, clean off like the back room shelves, and their primary function is to kind of first in, first out, keep the flow of stuff going smoothly. Why he stepped down from his department manager position, I'm not entirely sure. I don't have the full details. I just know that it's not what he's doing anymore, but...
Do you have any kids? And if you do, is it a girl or a boy?
I just have one. She's a girl. She's 8. I'm not with her mom, but I don't really have anybody else per se either. I just have a couple female friends, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation overall, I guess. There's really no other kids on the horizon though, so it's just gonna be her, and that's it, and that's the way I like it. She's cool, and we have fun together, so I don't really need another kid.
I see. Do you know if your brother has any kids at all?
Yep, he has one son. He was born 11 months after my daughter, so they're super close in age. Since his child's mother, he's been with 2 other girls now. So far, no additional kids, so I don't know. I don't know if it's because the girl doesn't want the kids or if it's because he don't, but so far it's just the one boy.
So, do you and your daughter have a favorite movie that you guys really like to watch, or like a favorite game that you really like to play on the TV, or like, I don't know, board game or something?
I guess there's kind of a few for like TV, video games. It's definitely Minecraft. Minecraft's pretty fun. We started playing that a few months back. We've made like a little village so far. We're working on expanding it. Prior to that, we played a lot of Mario Kart. We both got pretty good at that. We'd usually place first and second all the time. So, let's see. For board games, we kind of play. So there's this one game. I don't know what's it called, Wordscapes or something. I don't really know what the rules are supposed to be, but we just play by making a word, and then you just build words off of it, and we're probably not playing right, but that's our way to do it. And another thing we have is an air hockey table, so we'll play air hockey here and there. As far as favorite movies to watch together, I don't know. We have a bunch of movies that we like regularly quote, like we, say things from, what's it called, The Paranorman. We kind of watch Coraline a lot. What else have we watched a lot? Trolls 2 we're kind of watching a lot nowadays. We used to watch Incredibles 2 a lot, so I don't really know if we have like a favorite movie per se, but there's definitely movies that we watch multiple times and kind of make jokes randomly throughout the day referencing to, so I don't know.
So you guys really do a lot of stuff together, huh?
When she's with me, I try to do everything with her. So I figure I only see her Tuesdays, Thursdays, and every other weekend, which wasn't always like that. I used to see her every Saturday into Sunday, but her mother and I changed it last year because we thought it would be better so that we could both get a full weekend with her. So anyways, yeah, I figure I got Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and every other weekend to do things I want to do or things I need to do, like laundry, trash, dishes, blah, blah, blah. So when she's with me, I do everything with her. If she's watching TV, I'm sitting right there watching whatever she's watching with her. We play games together, even if, like, it's Minecraft. It's not, I guess it's 2-player, but we don't play it 2-player. We just do single-player. So if she's playing, I'm just sitting there watching her. I hardly ever do dishes when she's with me. I think I've done them, like, 3 times in her entire life, and that was because she was busy with something. So I was like, well, I got dishes to do, whatever. But yeah, even when we go to the park, if no one's there, I'll play with her on the playscape and stuff. I do everything with her. I figure it's fun and makes her happy, and why not, you know?
Do you guys usually go to your mother's house at all to hang out with her at all or anything?
Do we go to grandma's? When she was younger, we used to. Well, when she was younger, I still lived there, so we really had no other option. But then when we first moved out, I kind of went there a lot. I went there a lot because my mom wanted me to. So we used to go like every Tuesday and Thursday, and then we'd hang out on Saturdays, and we'd do stuff. But it's kind of been different more recently. One, obviously the stupid COVID has made it so like it's hard to do anything. There's nothing to do on weekends anymore, so, you know, we don't really hang out on the weekends anymore because what are we going to do? And then second thing is, things have kind of changed in our lives, and it's just, I don't know, we don't really have, it's just different now, so that's why we kind of don't go over on Tuesdays and Thursdays anymore, or Tuesday or Thursday. I don't think we went both days. I think it was just one of the days. But yeah, as far as the weekends, that could still be a thing, but with the stupid virus, it's like nothing's open, so there's nothing really to do. So at best, like recently what we did was on Thursday we met up with my mom at a local dam, and there's tracks and trails in the woods and stuff, so we just walked together on the trail, and that's kind of like what we do.
So, do you have any pets at all?
Yeah, I have one cat. She's probably about 12 years old now. Her real name's Ashes, but I call her Butch, just because she used to be super, I don't want to say antisocial, but she was just kind of like mean. She'd growl all the time if you tried patting her and squeal. She was definitely more bark than bite, but still. So I just felt like Butch was more fitting. It wasn't, Ashes is kind of sweet, like, oh, hi Ashes, where Butch is like, what do you want? Ugh. So I call her Butch, but she's not really my cat per se. She was a former roommate, and when that person moved out, they didn't take her, so I was kind of stuck with her, and I'm like, what am I going to do with her? I'm not going to kick her out and make the cat homeless or whatever, so I just let her stay with me. And yeah, I mean, she's kind of become my friend over time. I've taken care of her. She's way more friendly than she was. She doesn't growl anymore. She comes up to you now and wants you to pet her. There's times I'm just doing my own thing, and out of nowhere, there she is. Like, hey, you want to pet me? I see your hand. Here, pet me. And I'm like, cat, do I look like I'm in the mood for petting you right now? I'm doing something. But we've definitely come a long way. I've done things for her. I got her a cat bed. I get her a lot of toys. I know what kind of food she likes, so I always get that food, especially the moist food. I give her water with ice in it, so she has literal ice cold water. Yeah, so, you know, she's definitely has a much better life than she's ever had all along, so whatever.
Well, you already asked me what I think about this virus. What do you think about it?
Well, as I've said, I've already made several videos. You can find them all on the YouTube channel T's Doubles. They're fairly new, so they're relatively speaking recent uploads, especially as of the time of this video being uploaded. But what do I think? I think it's dumb how everybody's reacting. First off, the virus it only affects people with underlying conditions. So it's kind of like if you died from it, yeah, they'd say, okay, well, they died because of the virus. But they died because of the virus because they had something else. Which means they were supposed to be cautious all along in their lives as it was. And clearly they were slipping up, and boom, they caught the virus, and that accelerated whatever problem they had, causing them to die. A normal, healthy person, they're going to be fine. You get over it in 3 days. And even when you have it, I hear it for on average, it's as bad as like a severe case of allergies. Like, oh no, my nose is stuffy. Uh-oh, I can't go to work for 2 weeks. I got a stuffy nose. Like, look at Rock. He had it, and he was putting up all this propaganda. Oh, it's tough times, me, my wife, and my kids. It's like, bro, calm down. You'll be fine. And sure enough, is he fine? Yep. Have you heard Rock's died? Nope. Tom Hanks had it. He's fine. Gee, wonder why. It only affects people that need to be worried anyways. Like, if you're living with AIDS, obviously if you get coronavirus, you're probably going to die. But you have a condition that makes you more cautious in the world as it is. So, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're just slipping up, then that's what's going to happen. As far as all this other stuff going on, I think it's stupid. The schools being closed down and stuff. And, like, the mask mandates. The masks do nothing. The masks are stupid. They don't do anything. Like I already said in the beginning of the interview with how the size of the viruses are and the holes when you zoom in on the fabrics. It's not doing anything. And, like, you know, I was at my daughter's soccer earlier, and you have to wear a mask when you're sitting in the huddle listening to the people talk, and then before they go play, take your mask off. Okay, so what was the point of ever wearing the mask if you're going to just take it off when you're running around now? And you're panting and hot. Oh, but when you're just sitting there calmly breathing, you need a mask on for this, though. But then when you're running around, that's when it's okay. Like, the mandates don't even make sense themselves. And then it's like we're listening to one guy, Dr. Fauci. And who is he? He's not the leader, he's not the head of the CDC. He's not the head of the WHO. He's just some random, not super random per se, but he's not the Surgeon General. He's not somebody that's at a top tier like that. He's just somehow got chosen to be the spokesman for this, and now everybody's listening to everything he says. Why are we listening to one guy? Most times you go to the doctors for a lump on your body, and the doctor's just like, oh, it's just a cyst, we'll have to pop it. And you go to a second doctor to double check that it's not cancer. But yet we're going to listen to one guy over a pandemic? The whole situation is very stupid. And everybody's just being blind and following in with this crap. And it's more annoying, too, when you run into, like, a Karen who's flipping out because your mask is hanging down, your beak's hanging out. Oh, that's supposed to be over your nose. Really, what difference does it make? You know how I breathe out of my nose? Like this. The air goes... So if all I did was breathe out of my nose, it's going straight down. The virus doesn't flow in the air. They've proved that. It goes straight to the ground. So it's better than this way. Goes out. Goes down. Who cares if the beak's hanging out? And as I said anyways, the mask doesn't do anything as it is. And it's like, I don't know. This whole situation is so stupid. You're shutting down the world, tanking the economy. Oh, let's make all these stimulus packages. Yeah, that's a great idea. Tank the economy even more. That's a good idea. The national debt isn't super high as it is, so let's do this now. And then they get the stupid coronavirus packages for people that do have a job but choose to get out of work. Oh, here's an extra $600 a week or whatever it is, a month, something ridiculous. Oh, so now these people are living large, even though that's not what they ever made. So now when this ends, now that they're going to be tanking, and it's all so very stupid. It's like, you want to call this a pandemic, but when you really look at the numbers, the survival rate is like 99.6%. The amount of people infected is like, what is that, 3% of the U.S. population? Ooh, wow, that's so many people. The common cold is way more common than this crap is. You know, on average, every single adult gets the common cold every year, at least twice a year. But do we shut down the world for that? Oh my god, the cold season's out. No. We keep living just fine. But, this thing, we gotta shut down everything, right? It's dumb. Like, do some research.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of stupid. Do you or your daughter have any allergies or any problems or anything with your body?
Allergies or problems? Okay, do I have any allergies? Nowadays I do. I didn't all along until I was about 22, I think, or so, 24. Some are kind of more recently in my life. When allergy season is in effect, I've noticed that I'm more sniffly and stuff. It's kind of sucks. Other than that, the only other problem I really have is just my atopic dermatitis / dyschirrhosis, which also sucks. I've had this since 2008. I've been to the doctors multiple times. I've been to dermatologists multiple times. Nothing's ever come of it. When I went to the dermatologist, it was probably more ineffective than when I went to the regular doctor, because all the dermatologist wanted to do was experiments and patch tests and all this. And it was like, aren't you professionals in skin? Isn't this what you majored in? Don't you have a PhD in this? How do you not understand how to treat this? How do you not know how to handle this? Situation like this. Situation like this. I don't know. So I stopped going. I stopped going several years ago because it was starting to be a waste. I had to pay a copay every time I visited them. They weren't super far, but they weren't super local either. So that was a lot of gas I was wasting. They keep going out there for nothing. So I gave up and I try my best to handle it myself. One thing that I've seen kind of works is using bag balm. It's very messy. It doesn't rub in, it just creates a layer, but I've noticed when my hands are terrible, if I use that for a couple days in a row, they kind of clear up, and so that's my treatment for now. I want to go back to the doctor soon, but with the stupid COVID, I mean, if you're going to get it anywhere, it's going to be there. And granted, like I said, I'm not worried about it. It's not going to do anything to me, really. But I just don't need to deal with that. And then, you know, how society is. If they find out, then I get a quarantine for 2 weeks and all this stupid crap. So I figure it's just better if I just stay away. At the end of the day, I've had this for, 12 years? What's another year or something before I can go back to the doctors? So, whatever.
Right, well, I'm out of questions for you, so I think we're gonna have to end the video now.
All right, then. Well, then that was the interview between me and her. So, thanks for checking this out. And, maybe in the future I'll have some more real people. And until next time, you already know, I said see ya!